Virgo, welcome to the Onyx Moon Tarot. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. There is no gender in tarot. This is something could have happened to you already, could be happening to you now, could happen to you in the future. I pull on the sun sign of Virgo. Check your other placements. If this doesn't make any sense, that's okay. It's a collective reading. If it does make sense, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Now is not the time. All right? Now is not the time. A decision. Got the whole world in your hands. Somebody does. Money could be a little slow for somebody. Knight of Pentacles is upside down. All knights are about movement. Knight of Pentacles is the most reliable. They are slow, but they are reliable. Well, this one is upside down, so they can't move at all. Somebody is holding back. They're not doing any healing. They're just holding back. They're in a stasis. Another card about decisions, Two of Swords. Can't make that decision. Don't want to look at what needs to be done to make the decision. Don't have enough clarity. Could be dealing with a Leo, but I don't think that's what it is. I think that because somebody has their options open. Somebody's having a difficulty in making a commitment. Do they want to commit, or do they want to still go out there and play? Could be dealing with Sagittarius. There is no balance. There is no harmony. There is no peace. There is also no tolerance. Not using intuition. This is a holy mess. Can I tell you? There is third-party energy. There's third-party energy. Somebody is wanting to be single. If they are involved with you, they are behaving like they are single. They're not. There could be a lot of arguments about this. The Leo energy again, tension. A lot of thoughts, obsessive thoughts, addictions. People could act out of character because of addictions, impulsive because of addictions, but they're coming up out of that. So there's no healing. Money is tight. A decision has to be made. Excuse me. And if this is you, you need to take that blindfold off, and you know you need to make this decision. You know. You know that somebody is keeping options open. You know that there is no balance within this relationship. You're not using your intuition. I'm reading this for you, Virgo. I'm not reading this for the other person. You're not using your intuition. The voice in your head is screaming at you. You know that this person's up to no good. And if you're waiting around and acting like you're not single, baby, you are single, okay? If you think that you are in a relationship, you're not. If this is your boyfriend or this is your girlfriend, you're the only one that thinks so. Because not last night, not the night before, not last weekend. This person is a dog. And they're treating you really badly. They're disrespecting you. And they're doing it all up in your face. And then they're gaslighting you about it. And they're an arrogant, egotistical son of a bitch on top of it. Playing in your face is what they're doing. So you're the one's got to make you have to make the decision. They're not. They got the best of both worlds. Thinking they got you on lockdown while they're out doing what they want to do. So you come up out of your head with those obsessive thoughts. I see that you are. I don't think that there's addictions in regards to gambling, drugs, porn, things like that. I think it's obsessive thoughts. Where are they? What are they doing? Who are they doing it with? You're coming up out of that. This is a you problem. Obsessive thoughts. You are coming up out of that. You are. You got to cut this person loose. You're going to get some news. Some type of news. They may bring you some type of news. It's going to be good news. They're extremely... They're a page. Okay? They could have money problems, and that could be why they're sticking around with you. You are funding their fun lifestyle. Makes me a little bit angry. I have a Virgo who is a silly heart and a very kind man. And it makes me angry when people want to take advantage. Could be dealing with an air sign. They're a bully. They like to tell you about yourself. Very sharp, cutting words. Could be an Aquarius. They know exactly what your insecurities are, and they go for them to try to cut you down and make you small. But the one who's insecure is the one that's out there in the streets trying to get a piece of everybody, because they need that pat on the ass to make them feel good about themselves, because they'll never be satisfied, ever. You just want somebody to give back, equal, balanced. What you give, they give. You know this isn't your wish fulfillment. You know that. You might have thought that tug, that there was a little tug, little thin red line between the two of you. We met for a reason. That is true. That is very true. You did meet for a reason. This was to teach you some type of a lesson. I don't know what that lesson is. You do. And I'm not going to say because you were overgiving, you were overloving. Never going to say that. Loving somebody, giving love is never wrong. What's wrong is the people that abuse that love. That's what's wrong. This one is, this one's for the gutter. And it's hard to hear for somebody that you care about. But this one is Knight of Wands in reverse. This one is take yourself out and take yourself to go to the clinic, go to your doctor, make sure you're clean. Okay? This one has no respect for themselves or for you. They have they're impulsive. They would be extremely insulted to be accused of being out there in the raw, but 99.99999%, they're out there in the raw. So you take yourself off to the clinic and you make sure that you're clean. Because this one is a jack the lad. Any hole will do. You're going to transition out of this, meaning you're going to go into a different timeline. You're going to heal. You need to heal. Don't do one of those get under another to forget this one. We don't do that. We heal first, because you're just going to drag the shit from this one into the next one, and that's not going to help anybody. I told you you're not going to get an apology. You're not. But you're going to transition up out of here. You're going to heal. They're going to stay where they are. They may try to circle back around, because like I said, I think you have the money. And they withhold. They withhold everything. I think they must think it makes them very mysterious or something. It doesn't. Not when you have your tarot lady telling you these things. It makes them a player, and not a very good one. You take yourself off to the clinic. You make sure that you're clean. And then you heal. Cry. Sit in the bathroom in the dark. Eating a pint of Ben & Jerry's or Haagen-Dazs. You deserve it. Call them every name, every filthy, filthy name, and if you can't think of any, then DM me. I've got a whole list of them. My stepfather was a Navy SEAL. They need to go. This is borderline abusive. Virgo. Could have been dealing with Leo. I don't think so. I think you need to have the clarity. And you're unhappy, but you know why you're unhappy, because you deserve better. I'm going to let this here. Come back and see me next week. Let me know if this was accurate. I hope it's not.